Okay, so let's do this problem. So what should be u? You're right, that should be u because that is under the root, right? So which is harder to integrate, you can think that way. So this one is easy term. There is no root, there is no exponent, but this has exponent as 1/2. So we'll take that as u. So let 7 minus x equals to u, right? Find out the derivative. You will get -1 equals to du over dx, similar to the other problem, right? So what will be du then? So you will write du equals to -dx, right? So, but we need to find out the value of positive dx. You see that? Positive dx. What is the value of positive dx? Is negative du. Negative du will be positive dx, right? I multiply both sides by 1, -1. So see here, this thing will change to u. This will be negative du. How about that one? So how do I get that? So far we didn't have this type of problem because there was nothing left. After you said u and du, there was nothing left. But there is x plus 1. So we will have to find out from here, okay? So what I want to do is I want to add x and subtract u. Subtract u. What do I get? I get 7 minus u, because that and that cancel out, that and that cancel out, equals to x, right? So what will be x plus 1? Let's add 1 on both sides. Plus 1 plus 1. Why? Because there is x plus 1 we need to find out, right? So 7 plus 1 is 8 minus u equals to x plus 1. So instead of x plus 1, I can write 8 minus u. This is u. This is negative du. Hence, what you can write is, let me write that. So this can be written as, so let's write down I. Let me take this whole thing denoted by I is equals to, this is 8 minus u. You see that? And then root under u is still there. And then times negative du. You see that? Let me pull that negative outside. So let me write it here. So I equals to negative and then 8 minus u and u to the 1/2. You see that? And then du. How do I do this? I need to distribute this to both 8 and u, right? So negative 8 u to the 1/2 du, and then minus, oh, that will be plus, right? Because this is like negative times negative is positive, right? You can write that as positive. And then integral u times u to the 1/2 will be u to the 1 plus 1/2. That is 3/2, right? Du. You see that? Now let me write here. This is equals to negative 8 integral of u to the 1/2 du plus integral of u to the 3/2 du. I haven't done integration 8, right? Now I'm going to do that. Negative 8. What is the integral of u to the 1/2? It is u to the 1/2 plus 1. U to the 3/2, right? 1/2 plus 1 over 3/2. Plus, what is the integral of u to the 3/2? It will be 3/2 plus 1, right? So u to the 5/2 over 5/2 plus c. So what is the final answer? The final answer is written by replacing back the value of u, okay? So that will be 8, and then it will be times 2/3, right? So it will be 16 over negative 16 over 3. And then 7 minus x to the 3/2, that is the value of u. And then plus, this is 2/5, and then 7 minus x to the 5/2, and then plus c is the final answer. You see that? And the last example I'm going to do here is, you have a definite integral, you have a limit as well. So we do exactly the same process we did here. We said u equals to something and then do the integration, get the final answer. After you get the final answer like this or like that, what you do is you plug in the value of, you do vertical line and then do 0 and 1 and you plug in the values, okay? So let us do this example. So what should I set? Let us consider just 0 to 1 without 0 to 1, without that first, and then we will plug in at the end, okay? So solution, we want to find out just x cubed and then 2x to the 4 plus 1 to the square dx. I want to find out just that one first, and at the end, after I find out the answer, I'll plug in the limits there, okay? So set u equals to, what should be u? U is that thing, right? The base, that base without the exponent. So 2x to the 4 plus 1. Okay, so what will be du then? This implies du will be, what is the derivative of that? 8x cubed and then dx, right? Because that will be du over dx and then I multiply by dx. You can think of that way, but it is basically the so if y equals to f of x, then dy will be f prime of x and then times dx, right? That's what I'm doing here. So this will, so basically this quantity is u, right? This quantity is basically u. This is u. So x cubed times dx. What will be x cubed times dx then? So that will be multiply by, divide by 8, right? So divide by 8, you get 1 over 8 du equals to x cubed times dx. That's what left. You see that? So here, what is the integral? Let's say this is I. So the integral I is equals to, I can write u to the square, because that was u to the square, and x cubed times dx is 1 over 8 du, right? So I can pull that 1 over 8 out, and then I got u squared du. You see that? And this can be written as 1 over 8, and u squared is u to the 3 over 3 plus c, right? So this is what you get. Now what we do is you plug in back the values of u. You get 1 over 24, and then u is 2x to the 4 plus 1 to the third, u3 plus c. That's what you get. Now, but we need to find out for 0 and 1, right? Therefore, integral of 0 to 1 x cubed, integral of x cubed times 2x to the 4 and then plus 1 to the square dx is equals to, basically what we write is 1 over 24 and then 2x to the 4 plus 1 to the cubed plus c, and then there is that limit of integration, right? What is the limit of integration? You plug in 1 and then do minus and then you plug in 0. That's what you do, right? So what do you get is, I would get 1 over 24 2 times 1, because 1 to the 4 is 1, right? And then plus 1 to the cubed plus c. I plug in 1 and then I would do minus, I'll plug in 0. 1 over 24 and then 2 times 0 plus 1 to the 3 plus c. That's what I get, right? I plug in 1 for all the x's and write non-x term as it is, right? And then I do, and then minus, and then write down, plug in 0 for all those terms, whatever x. And then if there is no x there, you just copy that, okay? So what you get here is 1 over 24, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 to the 3 is 27. You see that? Plus c minus, how much is that? 1 over 24, 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1 to the third is how much? 1, right? So 1 over 24 and then minus times plus is minus c. You see that? The c and c cancel out. And this is true for all the definite integral. If there is a definite integral, you don't have to write down that c because it will cancel out anyway, okay? So how much you got is 27 over 24. 27 over 24 minus 1 over 24 is basically 26 over 24. That is basically, so 26 divided by 2, you will get 13 over 12 is the final answer. 13 over 12 is the final answer. Alright guys, thank you.